Oh shoot. Hi guys, it's Missy. I've never made videos before, so I sound like an idiot, but I'm sure that'll get better in time. Since this is my first video, I figured we'd kick this off by me telling you guys a little bit about myself. So here I've got lined up 20 things about me, and if I'm looking down, it's because I have a notebook. Oops. And, I just will be looking down a lot because I can't memorize 20 things about myself in order. So, here we go. Number one is that my name is Missy, and I'm 18 years old. Number two is that I live in Washington State, but the desert half. Most of the time when you say, oh, I live in Washington State, people think, one, either Washington, D.C., which is why we end it with state, and two, they think Seattle, which, spoiler alert, is, makes up about less than half of Washington, or a lot less than half, and actually half of it is desert, and that's where I live. I'm going to move on. Number three is that I'm actually married, and no, I didn't get knocked up. I've actually had people ask me this a lot, or they ask me when I'm going to start having kids. I married my husband because I love him, and we were ready to get married. Number four is that I live with chronic illness, and I'm sick a lot of the time, so I actually spend a lot of my time in bed. And by that I mean also I'm very lazy, so I spend upwards of like half of my day in my bed. Number five is that I'm a crazy Jesus freak. I got saved when I was 15 years old and could not be happier about it. I love Jesus a lot. Number six is that I play a few instruments, but I'm not really good at any of them. I own a guitar, and I can probably play like 3 chords, but I couldn't tell you what they were called or play them in any sort of succession because my fingers just don't move that fast, and also I have very small hands, so that just doesn't ever go well. I can play the ukulele a little better because there's only 4 strings and the neck is a lot smaller, but there are some chords that my hands still can't reach. I can play the tenor saxophone, and I have an alto sax, but hey, no. But that was my cat. But I have an alto sax, but it's really hard to tighten your mouth for me like that because I haven't played saxophone since I was in high school, as in like sophomore year. So it's been a while. Number 7 is that my favorite food is carbs. Which means like goldfish crackers or ice cream or bread or pasta or anything of that sort. I hate pencils. Like, I loathe pencils. I hate pencils. I will not use them unless I literally do not have a choice. And that's just kind of how I am, and that's the way that I've always been. I hate notebooks. That's a lie. I love notebooks, but like this one keeps moving. Number 9 is that I can quote every line from the Lindsay Lohan version of The Parent Trap. And that's not a lie. It's a little bit embarrassing, but that was my favorite movie as a kid, so yeah. What are you doing? Hey! Stop, dude. Whatever, dumb cat. I look super gross. Okay. Number 10 is that I'm literally obsessed with Harry Potter. Like, not with like, oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with Harry Potter, but like, no, I'm literally obsessed with Harry Potter. Like, last Christmas, my husband bought me a Quidditch robe, which is how obsessed with Harry Potter I am. Like, it's not embarrassing, but like almost. Number 11 is also Dylan O'Brien. He's perfect, and I'm just gonna leave that there. Number 12 is that except for British Columbia, I've actually never left the US. I've been to different places, like I've been to Florida, I've been to Colorado, I've been to Arizona, I've been to California, and Ohio and Michigan and stuff like that, but I've never actually left the country except for British Columbia, which because it's probably like an 8-hour drive from where I live, I wouldn't even really consider that out of the country. Number 13 is that I was accidentally a part of a cult. And that's a story for another video, so maybe I'll tell you guys about that sometime. I feel like it'd be stupid to say like or leave a comment if you'd like to hear about that, but I mean, sure, like and leave a comment if you'd like to hear about that. Number 14 is that I'm actually terrified of situations where my feet are not on solid ground. So like, I hate boats, I hate swimming, I hate airplanes. I do like trains and cars are fine, but I just really appreciate my feet being on flat, solid ground. Number 15 is that I'm probably one of the most introverted introverts you will ever meet or communicate with in your entire life. Like, I was not kidding when I said that I spend most of my time in my bed on like Facebook or Tumblr or Twitter or Instagram or whatever. And I'll leave some of those links down below so that you can follow me, I guess, if you want to. If I don't look like too much of an idiot or a psychopath. But I can't handle meeting new people. I get super awkward. If people ask me questions, I start way over explaining myself and just generally make myself look like an idiot. Sometimes I'll mash my words together or stumble over them. And I can't handle social situations, but, you know, working on it. Number 16 is that I actually did martial arts for like 6 years as a kid, but I don't remember really anything now. I remember as a younger kid, there was this thing called the tornado kick, and I was really proud of myself because I could kind of do it. But even now, like, I could maybe still do it, but I'm not sure that I even remember. And like, oh yeah, I can do a punch, but like, you know, whatever, everybody can punch. Number 17 is that actually, when I was younger, I convinced my dad to keep our Christmas tree up for 2 years straight. And I thought that was a pretty big accomplishment because we have this corner in our living room that it was just so empty and sad, and we would always put the Christmas tree there, and it was always really bright and happy, and I really liked it, so I would keep the Christmas tree there, and I would convince my dad to keep it up there until probably like February or March, and then my dad would start talking about taking it down, and I would convince him to keep it up because I liked it so much, and it worked 2 years in a row, so it was awesome. Number 18 is that I have 3 younger siblings. I have 2 sisters and a brother. The youngest is 8, and the next oldest is 12, I think, and then my little sister is 14. Number 19 is that my cat, who's currently making noise over there and being a general nuisance, is named Atticus after Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird. And stop! I don't know what he has, but after this video I'm gonna have to go take it from him because he might choke and die. He's not nearly as noble as Atticus Finch, obviously, but he's also like a year old, so I'm sure he'll mellow out. And number 20 is that I'm actually writing a book for NaNoWriMo. And, you know, beyond that, I actually did like 10,000 words of pre-writing because I suck at keeping up on a schedule like that. And that's actually what this channel is going to be about, is, you know, me writing this book and, you know, the things that I go through with that and just talking to you guys about that. So that's 20 things about me. And I'll probably start posting regular vlogs every day in November for NaNoWriMo and telling you guys about my book and stuff like that. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.